Karolina Protsenko is presented as a young violinist whose performances have captured widespread attention across social media platforms and live audiences. From street corners to global screens, her music is described as something that resonates with people of different ages and backgrounds. The story surrounding her emphasizes not only her technical skill on the violin but also her ability to connect emotionally with listeners through modern covers of popular songs. Many of her performances are said to circulate widely online, gaining millions of views and inspiring admiration from fans around the world. This fascination is tied to the idea of a teenager achieving musical excellence at an early age while navigating international attention. Her image combines youthful energy with artistic seriousness, making her story appealing to audiences who enjoy both classical instruments and contemporary music reinterpretations. Over time, her name has become associated with viral violin performances, online fame, and a growing presence in the digital music landscape. Early life in Kyiv and family background. Karolina Protsenko is described as being born in Kyiv, Ukraine, into a family with strong musical roots. Her parents, Nikolai and his spouse, are portrayed as musically inclined individuals who helped create an environment filled with instruments and artistic expression. Growing up in such a household meant that music was not only a hobby but a daily part of life. She is said to have been surrounded by guitar and piano sounds, which contributed to her early appreciation for melody and rhythm. In addition to her parents' influence, she reportedly shared her musical interests with her younger siblings, even helping guide them in learning instruments such as the piano. This family dynamic is often presented as one that values creativity and collaboration, where each member contributes to the overall musical atmosphere. The early exposure to music is portrayed as a key factor in shaping her future path as a violin performer, with a strong foundation in both classical and modern styles. Relocation to the United States and early lessons. At a young age, Karolina's family is said to have relocated from Ukraine to the United States, settling in California. This move marked a significant transition in her life, exposing her to new cultural environments and educational opportunities. In California, she reportedly continued her schooling at a private institution while also beginning formal violin training. Under the guidance of a teacher referred to as Mr. Sam Pfizer, she is described as having strengthened her technical abilities and developed a deeper understanding of classical violin literature. While she was already considered naturally talented, structured lessons helped refine her performance skills and expand her musical versatility. This period is often framed as the foundation of her artistic discipline, where natural ability met professional instruction. Living in places like Simi Valley is also mentioned as part of her background, suggesting a stable environment where she could balance education and musical development. This stage of her life represents the shift from informal learning to serious artistic training. Busking beginnings in Santa Monica. One of the most frequently highlighted aspects of Karolina's early career is her street performances, particularly in Santa Monica's 3rd Street Promenade. There, she is described as performing live violin music for passers-by, gradually building an audience through public engagement rather than formal stages. These busking performances allowed her to connect directly with people, many of whom reportedly stopped to listen for extended periods or recorded her performances on their phones. Her ability to attract attention in a busy public space contributed to her early recognition. A musician named Daniel Vital is said to have referred to her as a busking sensation, reflecting how her street performances began gaining broader attention. These early experiences helped her develop confidence and stage presence, while also introducing her to diverse audiences. The street setting became an important platform for experimentation, where she could perform different musical styles and observe immediate reactions from listeners. Television appearances and mainstream recognition. Beyond social media, Karolina is described as having appeared on major television platforms, including The Ellen DeGeneres Show. During this appearance, she performed a violin cover of Sunflower by Post Malone, which was well received by the studio audience. The show also highlighted her personality and ambitions, including a story about saving busking earnings to buy a puppy, which added a personal and relatable element to her public image. Her television exposure is portrayed as a turning point that introduced her to an even wider audience beyond the internet. Such appearances helped solidify her status as more than just an online performer, positioning her within mainstream entertainment. In addition to Ellen's show, She is also said to have appeared in other televised musical events, further expanding her recognition. These moments contributed to her growing reputation as a young artist with both talent and media appeal, capable of performing confidently in professional studio environments. America's Got Talent collaboration and performances. Another notable milestone in her story is her participation in America's Got Talent, where she is described as performing alongside singer Angelica Hale. Their collaboration combined violin and vocals, creating a performance that impressed both judges and audiences. The pairing of Karolina's instrumental music with Angelica's singing, strengths. They reportedly performed a version of Symphony by Zara Larsson, blending emotional vocals with expressive violin melodies. This collaboration is often framed as a moment of artistic synergy, where two young performers shared the spotlight effectively. The performance emphasized not only technical ability but also stage chemistry and emotional connection. It is presented as a key moment in her career that demonstrated her ability to work alongside other talented artists in high-pressure environments. This exposure further contributed to her growing reputation as a versatile and confident performer. Artistic expansion and collaborations with musicians. As her career developed, Karolina is described as expanding her artistic reach through collaborations with musicians from different backgrounds. One example includes working with instrumentalists, such as Italian saxophonist Daniele Vitali, which allowed her to explore cross-genre musical expressions. These collaborations are portrayed as opportunities for creative growth, enabling her to experiment with new sounds and performance styles beyond solo violin work. She is also said to have participated in workshops and masterclasses, further strengthening her musical foundation. In addition, her admiration for violinist Lindsey Stirling is highlighted as a major influence on her artistic direction, particularly in blending performance with movement and stage expression. Meeting and performing alongside established musicians is described as a transformative experience that broadened her artistic perspective. These collaborations reflect her evolution from a solo street performer into a more versatile artist engaged in global musical exchange and experimentation. Social media presence and global fanbase instrument, technique, and Stradivarius connection. A significant part of her musical identity is associated with the violin itself, particularly references to high-quality instruments such as Stradivarius violins. These instruments are historically known for their craftsmanship and distinctive sound quality. In the narrative, her use of such an instrument symbolizes her level of professionalism and artistic seriousness. The discussion around Stradivarius violins includes their unique construction, materials like spruce and maple, and the craftsmanship techniques developed by Antonio Stradivari. These violins are often considered among the finest ever made, with their sound quality admired by musicians and researchers alike. Karolina's playing style is described as refined and expressive, taking advantage of the instrument's tonal clarity. This connection between musician and instrument is used to emphasize the importance of quality tools in achieving artistic excellence, especially in classical and crossover performances. Career impact, earnings, and concluding outlook, sustaining growth, artistic identity, and future possibilities. As a young performer gains recognition in the digital age, one of the most important aspects of their journey becomes long-term artistic identity rather than short-term popularity. In narratives like Karolina Protsenko's, continued growth is often shaped by how effectively she balances classical training with modern musical influence, as well as how she chooses to evolve beyond cover performances. Many musicians who start with viral success eventually move toward composing original pieces, collaborating with established orchestras, or experimenting with fusion genres that combine classical violin with pop, electronic, or cinematic styles. This kind of progression helps transform a social media personality into a fully developed artist with a distinctive voice. Education also plays a key role, as continued study in music theory, performance techniques, and composition allows deeper artistic expression. At the same time, managing public expectations, online engagement, and personal development becomes essential for maintaining a healthy career trajectory. If nurtured carefully, such a path can lead to international touring opportunities, professional recordings, and long-term recognition in both classical and contemporary music spaces. The reality behind viral fame and ongoing musical journey.